I'm assuming that this is the Mount Bleak farm. This is the house we just kind of walked around, and this is what has turned into Sky Meadows State Park here in Fauquier County. But I'm just going to read you Mount Bleak farm. The Settles, that's the people who lived here, anticipate war, Mosby's Confederacy, and the First Manassas Campaign. In the early morning hours of July 19, 1861, thousands of campfire lights burned in the camp of Colonel Thomas J. Jackson's brigade, which occupied the field surrounding nearby Paris. Paris is right over in there. Many thoughts have raced through the minds of Abner and Mary Kyle Settle, who resided at Mount Bleak. Those fires may have been a reminder that war was now imminent, and perhaps it would leave the mourning the loss of one of their sons. The first battle of Bull Run, Manassas, was only 2 days away. Abner's oldest son, Dr. Thomas Settle, whose mother Isabella had died when he was very young, was now a member of Turner Ashby's militia troop and would certainly be off to war very soon. In December 1859, Thomas was present at the execution of abolitionist John Brown, who was captured during the ill-fated raid on Harper's Ferry. As a physician, he was called to feel for Brown's pulse and declare him legally dead before Brown was cut from the gallows. Thomas heard Brown's grim prediction that the sins of this guilty land can only be purged with blood. As the regimental surgeon for Ashby's 7th Cavalry, as well as the 11th, 12th, and 13th Cavalries during his 4 years of service, Thomas would see more than his fair share of the blood which Brown foretold. Thomas's brothers, especially Isaac and Abner, no doubt had dreams of adventure in the Confederate Army. They both would serve under the command of John S. Mosby. To the rest of the settled children, war would perhaps remain a mystery, but in the coming 4 years they would witness and experience the deprivations and losses of their family and neighbors, and learn that war was less than glorious. Previous video was shot over in Millwood, which is not far from here. So he traveled from here, or at least the one doctor did, the one son. Possibly lived in this area, traveled over to Harper's Ferry, which is kind of around where I live, and actually to Charlestown to be present for John Brown's execution. So at that day, July 19th, 1861, you could see the fires of the encamped troops on these hillsides. And 2 days away, they would march down that road, that direction, which is now current day modern Route 50, into Manassas for the first Battle of Bull Run. See ya!